Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today's little project is going to be some air conditioning control knobs for like the 67, 68 Camaro. And the problem that the customer wants is he wants to nickel them, and these are plastic, and even the reproductions that you buy are all plastic. So for nickeling you really need the metal knobs. So we don't have to replicate exactly what we see here, just pretty much, because there's a few angles that would be kind of time consuming. We're not going to do this little facet here, and this is at a slight angle side to side, and we're not going to cut that. It's just going to be straight perpendicular to the back. So the material here is 6061 cut half by half. It's actually 500 by 510 by 4 inches. And then on the computer, hey, there's my puppy over here. And on the computer is our ops. So this is our first op. Let me get this glare out of here. Our first op is to pre-drill the holes for slotting, because they're like 3/8 deep, and clearing chips out of it's really hard. So we're going to do the pre-drill. That's a 1/16 drill bit, 4 holes in each part. And we'll go to the next op, and then these are slots, and I did multiple operations so that it would retract and go to the next one while I could blow the chips out of each one. And I've already ran this on a test piece and it works good. So there's our different slots. It goes in just a few thou at a time. Okay, so the next op is we're going to face off the top of this, which gets rid of the bulk of the material, and then we're going to come in and drill for these little features, which are sort of on the side here, but these protrude out. I'm just going to cut it in. It'll just be a little bit easier for us there. And then on the op 4 is the adaptive. And the reason I did an adaptive is contours are kind of rough because of chip evacuation being that thick. And then we're going to do a soft jaw to separate the pieces from the stock. So then here's a last adaptive. This is the like a 5 thou cleanup pass. And then this is the part flipped, and this is what goes in the soft jaw, and we'll face off the top. When we get the top faced off, the 3 pieces will be captured in the soft jaw. And I have the soft jaw modeled, but I haven't cut it yet. So the soft jaws that I've got in the vise right now will actually be sacrificed into making these. So in between op 3 and 4 we'll cut these. Alright, so let me show you the vise and the setup. So here's our vise that I showed on my channel, and I bought some material and machined my own soft jaws. They had this material, but I went ahead and machined my own. So the piece is going to go in here with it's 500 by 510. The 510 is going to be pointing up. Just use a piece of aluminum here to lay against it to put the material against, because I have to flip it between the slots and the profile. So that's not a problem. And we'll get it all tightened down, get all the bit in it, get the camera set up on the tripod, and we'll make some chips. So I want to go over the tooling that I'm going to do this with. The 1/16 hole is a Harbor Freight cheap, I forget what this coating is, but anyway, it's the Harbor Freight cheap bits that you get a pack of 10. These ended up being the best bits for drilling these holes, because I have to drill really deep in here, and you'll see when I'm drilling I'm actually going to use the little dropper to apply the WD-40 and to pull the little strings of aluminum off. You can see it's all around the tip here from testing. So the way that I was able to drill into these safely this deep was the bit comes in, it cuts 5 thou, backs off to break the chip, 5 thou, comes back in and cuts another 5 thou, then fully retracts and comes back in and does that until it gets to full depth. And I can probably be a little more aggressive, but that seemed to work the best to get all of the chips out of the hole. And then I'm going to come in with, this is the end mill. It's a Kyocera 1710-0625.500, so it's a 1/2 inch long 1/16 end mill, 3 flute. So this is the end mill that I'm going to use to cut the slots. And then for the adaptive, this is my eBay online carbide.com 1/8 inch 3 flute DRN coated. You've seen me use this bit before, so that's what we're going to do the adaptive with. And then I don't have in front of me is the same thing as this 1/8 inches, a 1/4 inch 3 flute that I'm going to do the facing with. The facing on the first side, and when we flip it, cutting the back side with just a 1/4 inch end mill. So that's the tooling setup. So let's get ready to cut. So the previous operation we drilled the holes, and you could probably be real careful and mill these slots without drilling the holes, but that gives us room for the material to drop down into when we're milling, and there's less chance of breaking the end mill. So with this one we're going to slot these holes out, and I'm going to use an air gun, and I'm going to blow in between passes, blow the chips out, as well as adding the WD-40. Alright, so the part's been flipped 90 degrees, so we should be able to come in with the 1/4 inch end mill, and I think it's going to face 80 thou off of the top of this. And then we'll have to change bits, and we'll do another drilling operation. so this is Op 4. This is an adaptive. I need to do an adaptive so that all the material is gone around the pieces so it fits in the soft jaw. This part here may have to be sawed off later. So here's a 2D adaptive 3-flute end mill. So the little contour in the soft jaw didn't end up perfect, so I'm going to have to play this by ear and see if it cuts out okay. I thought about doing it by hand, but I'll just be ready with the override if there's a problem. Alright, so everything's tight. That's good and tight. Alright, let's give it a go. Put that there. Should be cutting 20 thou at a time? 15 or 20 thou? Alright, so here's our piece off the table. No finishing has been done yet. Still got a little edge there. I'll take some 220 and I'll put that little edge, that little brushed look on it. So here's the original plastic piece and here's the piece I made. Very similar, but this one's just custom. So there we go. So anyhow, if you like what you see and you want to see more videos like this on the 6040 machine, then hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell to be notified when I upload videos. Like and share this video with your friends and on social media. Thanks for watching.